Welcome to another edition of The Fours. I'm your host, Jesse Sawyer, nationally recognized inclusive fitness trainer, silver sneaker flex instructor. You can find out more about me. Visit my website at www.jessesawyer.com. And today on The Fours, what we're going to do and what we're going to introduce is 4 exercises for stronger arms for those seniors out there. Again, 4 exercises for stronger arms for those seniors. The Fours. Because as we age, not only do we lose muscle strength, but we get muscle loss, which is your sarcopenia. We get dynapenia, which is the strength loss, and then you get those bat wings in those arms, right? You get a little arm jiggle, and most importantly, it's the declining quality of life that you have. Either if it's just vacuuming, picking up a jar, trying to turn a bottle cap, we lose all that, and what we want to do is we want to make sure that we can be functionally and effective and efficient as that strength declines in our life. So, Functify Maniacs, worldwide, across the globe, Silver Sneaker members, new members, and those YouTube subscribers, and those Facebook live streamers. It's the Fours, 4 exercises for stronger arms for those seniors. And now, without further ado, there's a few things I need to go over. If you have any lightheadedness, pain, dizziness, discomfort, or fatigue, pause button, come back a little bit later. The other thing that you are going to need in this exercise routine, if you have them, lightweight dumbbells, a water bottle, and a resistance band as I walk you through these 4 different exercises. Now, if you don't have any of that, that's okay. You'll just be able to utilize your mind, and you'll be able to utilize those hands and imagine that you're working with a dumbbell or a resistance band. Again, it's inclusive, seated, not standing today. It's going to be in the seated position. However, we are going to be demonstrating some exercises from the standing position due to the exercise requirement. The other thing you need to know as well is that virtual liability. You should always consult with your physician before engaging in any physical activity program. By participating in this online exercise with me, you assume all hazards, risks, and dangers of such participation. Exercises demonstrated by the instructor in this online class can be demanding. If you're unable to safely perform these exercises, please modify them or choose a different set of exercises. Number 2, I can't see you, I can't hear you, so please pay attention to your form, pay attention to mechanics. Lengthen and elongate your spine in that seat. Tuck the belly, tuck the tailbone, chest out, shoulders up, back, and down. Ears over shoulders, head in a nice swivel, and in a neutral position at all times. If you are standing to do any of these exercises, you want those toes over knees over hips, and hips over shoulders. You're going to be in that nice athletic stance. Be able to shift your weight to the right or to the left, or left, right, either way. Excuse me. Now, if I was cutting this or editing this video, that would be out of there. Number 3, breathe. And now exhale. 4, rate of perceived exertion. Because it is demonstration, although during the demonstration I am going to go through a few steps with you. You might work on a scale of 1 to 10. However, we want to try to keep that scale between a 1 and 3 today. 1, you're relaxed, you're comfortably ready to go. 2, muscles energized, blood's flowing, oxygen pumping. If you get to that 3, you're out of breath, you're fatigued, muscles can't do the work anymore, you want to cut it back down. Same scale was a 1 through 10. 1, 5, and 10 would be your 1, 2, and 3. The same equivalent. And then 5, you want to make sure you hydrate. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. First exercise today for me as I put that water bottle on the ground and I grab those dumbbells and I lay those on the ottoman. We do have Lincoln, we do have Beamer joining us today, and I'm going to grab this chair and I'm going to grab this resistance band. So again, if you have a resistance band, it would be great to grab it at this time. If you do not have a resistance band, that's okay as well. I'm going to sit up on the edge of the chair like this so that you can fully see me. I'm going to grab that resistance band. I'm going to put that resistance band underneath my feet. However, before it goes underneath my feet, I'm going to put my feet out. So I will show you probably in this method. Might be an easier method to show you on the side. I'm going to put my feet out on the edge of that chair. You see how my heels are on the ground? Heels are going to go on the ground. That band is going to go right where my arches would be. And I'm going to keep those heels there. I'm going to keep those toes pointed vertically in the air, and I'm going to let those bands with handles right here, you can use bands without handles, and I'm going to sit up nice and tall. Chest is out, shoulders are up, back and down, and I'm going to keep my hands in a neutral row for this position. So neutral would be like this, and thumbs up, or grip it with thumbs in that position. Then you're going to pull back, just like this. Let it extend and flex, nice and tall. So hopefully everybody has that movement at home. Now you can do this in different ways. You can do it in the supinated position, your hands. You can do your hands in the pronated position. Where those elbows come across is where you're going to target those back muscles. And you have many different back muscles called lats or your rhomboids. And you're going to target them specifically differently with the elbow function. However, for this case, we're going to keep it nice and close to the body. We're going to keep it in a neutral position, meaning you're going to be working that mid-lat. And we're going to do 3 sets of 10. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And you're squeezing 4. That mid area, 5 of the back. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. And then you're going to rest them down. Take that nice deep breath. If you need to get that hydration, get that hydration. Now, as I say squeeze or contract those back muscles, you are trying to retract those scapula. As you pull through, you're trying to retract. You're just pulling nice and easy. 1, neutral position. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And now I'm going to take that band. I'm going to show you from a front position so you can see what it will look like from the front. As I put my heels out and I take that band and I put it in the arch right there. I sit on the edge of that chair. Toes are nice and up. 1. There you go. As you see, my elbows are coming right across that rib cage, or really close as I can get it. 3. I'm nice and tall. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There you go. Get rid of that band. Throw it to the side. You got one exercise down. That next exercise we're going to go is we're going to use those lightweight dumbbells that you have. Again, if you don't have those lightweight dumbbells, it's okay, because you can do this without it. Again, it is strengthening those arms, so you will just squeeze that fist as best you can. As I sit up on the edge of that chair, you can do this in the standing position, or you can do this in the seated position. For purposes today, I'm going to do this in the seated position. So I'm going to drop those hands down. They're going to go in the supinated position, as you can see they're right here. And I'm going to do bicep curls with dumbbells. So the bicep curl, strict form, will become up just like this, right? Where that inner part of that bicep or that dumbbell hits the shoulder right here. I'm not going to do them that way. I'm going to come across the body. So I'm going to create that triangle. As you can see, I'm creating a triangle in front of me. As I go down, I'm coming in a natural way to do these bicep curls. This is naturally how your hand flows. Your hand doesn't flow up and down like this. Now you can do them like this. However, you're going to get more of an impact by coming across that body and let them drop down through. Now, if you're in a wheelchair, or you have a lazy boy, or you have armrests, it's going to be much more difficult to do these exercises. We're going to do 3 sets of 8, and here is your starting count right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Rest them down. Right here, you can rest them right here on the thighs or right here in your quads. Now, what you want to do as you do these exercises or these bicep curls, you can do them unilateral, you can do them bilateral. But you want to keep that wrist fixed. That wrist does not move. So at that end motion, I'm not coming up and going like this with that wrist at the end. That wrist is staying in that fixed position the whole way through that motion. Another set of 8. Here we go. 1. Wrist stays fixed. 2. I'm putting pressure on that bicep. 3. Nice and tall. 4. Using a little bit of momentum. 5, nice little cushion down. 6, 7, and 8. Rest them down. We have one more set for you at home. Again, I'm Jesse Swear, nationally recognized inclusive fitness trainer, Silver Sneaker Flex instructor, and you can find more about me at www.jesseswear.com. 3, 4, and again, you do not need 5 dumbbells to do this. 6, 7, and 8. Rest them down. I'm going to keep one dumbbell. I'm going to get rid of one dumbbell. We're going to go to that third exercise, tricep kickbacks. Now, for that first exercise is those seated rows, resistance band. It's nice to have one, but if you don't have one, you can use a TheraBand that you get from physical therapy, or you can just use your imagination and pull through and retract those scapula. That next exercise is going to be a tricep kickback. If you need that hydration, I want you to grab that hydration. If not, I'm going to be utilizing this chair for support and stability, because I want you to brace yourself, I want you to brace your core, and I want your back flat, and that elbow is going to stay as tight as possible along that rib cage. So with this chair, it is a little low for me, but you want to brace yourself on that chair, and as you notice, I'm just letting this arm hang, and my back is basically flat, my head is in that neutral position, and I'm going to just pull up, keep that elbow right along that rib cage, and I'm just going to kick back, just like this. That's what it looks like. And I'm staying in that neutral position. So again, neutral position is this way. I'm not going to have my hand in the supinated position or that pronated position as I go back. And the area that you're targeting is the back of that arm. And for this exercise as well, you're going to just let it hang down. You're going to drive that elbow right into that rib cage. You're going to hook it right there like it's stuck, like you got a pin there, and you're going to kick it back. 1, 2, and we're going to do 8 here. 3, and you're going to kick back towards that adjacent wall. 4, 5, look ahead. 6, 7, and 8. There you go. And then what we want to do is we want to do 2 more sets on that side, and then we want to do 3 sets on the other side. So right now I'm on my left side. I'm bracing myself, I'm bracing my core, and I'm kicking it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, if you notice, my head could be in this position or it could be in this position. The best position for it would be to be in this position the whole time, where you're looking straight down, you're not taking your head up, and you're not looking at me, although I know you probably want to look at me because you're putting strain on those neck muscles. We don't want to put strain on those neck muscles, so we want to stay in that neutral position where you're just kicking it up just like this. 2, you got it. 3, brace yourself. 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, and then I'm going to go to the other side. Now, if you need hydration, you should feel the back of that arm. I'm going to take that chair. For you, you would just walk around the chair. For me, I'm going to pick it up, and I'm going to move it, and now I'm going to take my left arm, I'm going to brace my right arm, and I'm going to get in that nice flat position, bracing my core. Elbow drops down with the hand, so I'm in the sublux position. I'm driving that elbow up until it locks right into that rib cage, and then I'm kicking it out. 1, 2, 3 sets of 8, 4, 5, neutral position, 6, 7, and 8. Rest it down. Get a nice deep breath, get some relaxation, and then start over with the bracing of yourself. Now, you can use a countertop to do this. You can use a chair. 4, you can use a table. 5, 6, 7, and 8. And you can actually do this in the seated position as well, which I'll show you that in the seated position for those that want to do this from the seated position. So you can do this from the seated position at home, although you're going to get a little more flexion and extension on that tricep. So the extension's here, the flexion's here as you kick it back in that standing position. However, you can do it from this position as well. But I got one more set. I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to just lean forward like this. I'm going to brace myself, and I'm going to keep it right here. I'm going to kick back, just like that. 3. So a little lean. 4. You got a wall in front of you. 5. You can hold up the wall. 6, 7, and 8. For example, I can have this chair up a little farther. I can lean forward into this counter, hold myself up in a good neutral position, and then kick them back just like this. So add a support, use the wall, use the console table. I know you can do this. That's the third one. The last one will be a scaption shoulder raise where we're going to be going in the scapular plane. Strict form for this exercise. I'll show you that in a second. Grab some hydration. I'm going to have my seat right here, and then I'm going to grab my dumbbells. There you go. So we're going to go strict form, arms down to the side just like this. They're going to be in a little supinated position, sit on the edge of that chair, and I'm going to just take my arms out to the side. There you go. Just like that. You see what I'm doing? All right. We have 8, 3 sets of 8. 1. Reaching for those walls. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Rest it down, shake it off, and now let's do 2 more sets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, keeping the chest out, 6, 7, and 8. And you're saying, Jesse, if I didn't have dumbbells at home, how would I do this exercise routine? Well, you would just take your hands, you would take your fists, you would drop them down, almost in that supinated position. They wouldn't be this supinated, but they would be in that angle of supination, and you're just going to take them out. 1, 4, 8, 2. Now, if you have those dumbbells, you're still holding on to them at home. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And you would just rest there. And there you have it. Thanks for joining me. It's the 4 exercises for stronger arms for those seniors. Peace, my friends. From the window, to the wall, to the floor, to the door. Go in peace. Come back for the next episode.